We have Andrea Capuccia facing off against Jeffrey Riedveld. We are underway with the Yas Heat driver on pole position.
Yeah, Capuccia, we know, has been strong in his head-to-heads. So far, so good. Down the outside for Riedveld. He's going to hang it all the way around the outside. He's going to be the first driver that we might see do that. Oh, a little bit of a mistake for Capuccia on exit. And Riedveld still trying to hang it around the outside. And is he going to be on the inside for the next right-hander? No, Capuccia's got it done.
Very aggressive here from Riedveld right from the start. He needs to be on the attack to put the pressure on Capuccia. And I tell you what, he is feeling it so far. For Riedveld, he's running out of opportunities. I think a dive bomb into the last corner will probably be his last chance unless there's a mistake here.
He did have a look, and commentator's curse.
I meant for Capuccia. I didn't mean for Riedveld, but
wow.
The commentator's curse strikes again, and Capuccia is going to hold on.
Yeah, well, what a great first race back for Capuccia, and going one up in this head-to-head so far, which is great, but a lot of pressure on his teammates, Schmidt and Kirchhoff, coming up.
Yaroslav Honzig versus Kirchhoff in this second head-to-head between Yas Heat and PORSCHE24 Redline. Honzig gets off the line well with a nice start, but you can see Kirchhoff putting pressure as they head into turn one.
Yeah, really close. Kirchhoff is going to try and go down the outside really late on the brakes. Is he going to hold it? We know from previous races that's not the place to be, but he doesn't make it. Honzig just holds on. The perfect start for him, but a lot of work for Honzig to do to try and gap Kirchhoff. As we know, he's got a lot of pace.
And with his run out of the final corner, it looks like he might continue that streak if he can get the move done on Honzig around the outside at turn one. Oh, it's really late under brakes, and it looks like he might get him.
He looks so strong on the brakes, and wheel to wheel bang, and he's on the inside for the next right-hander and gets the job done.
Great move.
Whilst you were speaking, Ben, I was thinking this guy's got a lot of confidence on the brakes. Now, I remember their drivers saying previously that the way they set that car up, they know they're strong on the brakes, and it was through the second to last corner and then the last corner hairpin itself where Kirchhoff gained a lot of time.
But it is Kirchhoff who is going to continue his dominance in head-to-head matchups. Another win going the way of PORSCHE24 Redline. Final head-to-head between Yas Heat and PORSCHE24 Redline. Amon Murphy versus Michael Schmidt on pole position. Porsche looking like they are in the box seat for this final head-to-head. We are underway, Nick. Looks like a decent start for Schmidt.
Yeah, it's going to be a long race for Murphy. We know how strong Schmidt is. If Murphy can stay within reach.
Really kind of random to see who you might end up against in the matchups. None of the drivers know who they're going to go up against heading into each matchup. So if things might have gone their way, Murphy could have got a win against maybe a Kirchhoff or something.
It looks like a mistake from Murphy in the final sector. It's now 8.2 seconds. But PORSCHE24 Redline come back after going one head-to-head down with Riedveld, come back and take the point for the team.
We have Michael Schmidt with back-to-back duties after his recent head-to-head win. He leads us off from pole position.
Yeah, so both these drivers won their head-to-head, and you can see Capuccia straight in the slipstream, down the inside. Is there a gap? Locking up, using the sausage curb and getting fired over there, which cost him a lot of time. So, yeah, fortunate for Schmidt there, really strong in his defense, and it has got a good gap already, up to 1.1 seconds.
At this stage for Murphy, just a case of cruising along. Not really cruising, but circulating around, making sure you can get good temperature into the tyres. Don't overheat them too much too early on. No mistakes at the corkscrew hairpin, or chicane, rather. Through to the penultimate corner. Nice and flowing through there. Very easy to run out wide onto the curbing, but nice and tidy there. A little bit of understeer through the final corner, but doesn't sway him too much. And up to the line, we see Team Redline coming out, and on board for them is Riedveld.
Yeah, it looks like PORSCHE24 Redline got quite a big gap. But yeah, coming through the corkscrew and doing a great job. No mistakes from PORSCHE24 Redline as of yet. And Ben, you can finish the race off, mate.
Okay, I will do that job just for you. bit of a driver swap, a commentary swap, as we go through the final corner, and Kirchhoff wins for Porsche 24 Redline. It's team race time. We have Jeffrey Rydveld of Porsche 24 Redline leading us off from pole position.
Yeah, Rydveld is going to be swarmed by a load of Yas Heat boys as they lead into turn 1. Capuccia getting sort of overtaken, I'd say, by Murphy down the outside. Better on the brakes from Murphy, but Capuccia gets it done on the exit. And a great start from Rydveld. But both Yas Heat boys looking strong there in P2 and P3, with Honzig in P5.
A great start from Michael Schmidt as well, going from last to fourth, so 2 spots gained in only a matter of as many corners. So a great start for Porsche, and they'll be looking to continue to tick off cars in their wake. Murphy and Capuccia up next for Schmidt. Those will be the battles to unfold.
But it's going to be pretty tough to keep Schmidt behind. We know he's really good on the brakes. Where does he go? He goes to the right side.
Oh,
wow!
Nice.
What a move. He brakes deep down the outside and cuts to the inside and doesn't lose any time whatsoever. It was almost like Murphy wasn't even there. Yeah, 4 tenths, and he's gaining that 4 tenths on the brakes. We've seen, so he doesn't really have to focus that much through high speed, because we know how good he is on the brakes going into the corkscrew and also the penultimate and last corners. So he's really good on the brakes. As you can see, he gained a lot of time there.
I've seen you drive this car, Ben, both on your YouTube channel, if you want to plug it.
Team at Marduk on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Thanks,
and I also saw it in real life, and both weren't pretty.
Mate, I'm just happy you watched one of my videos. That's an extra.
Oh, are you that YouTube star?
Yeah, I don't know. I just make little YouTube videos in my bedroom. Nothing special.
You can't be making much money from that, I'm sure.
Nah, probably over here.
But still, behind Capuccia soaking up all that pressure, doing a great job for his team. Yeah, look, it's so difficult through the corkscrew. You're going up, you're going down. The car is compressing. It's tough to stop it on the brakes. Look how strong Schmidt is there through the hairpin, and now he's closer than ever down the front straight. And you've got Capuccia trying to go defensive.
That's the wall.
Yeah, you've now got Schmidt down the outside. Oh, really squeezed there. And yeah, that was on the limit, I would say. He's got to be careful, otherwise the stewards will definitely be on Capuccia's case. Yeah, not at all, as Kirchhoff now getting closer and closer to Honzig through the high-speed left-hander at turn 6, now into the infamous braking zone for the corkscrew. You lock a left front on the way in, try and make sure you keep it stable over the crest, and then that left-hander, big snap of oversteer on exit. You don't want to be doing that at 150 miles an hour, but cat-like reflexes for Kirchhoff means that he keeps it all pointing in the right direction.
Certainly does. He's using a direct drive wheel, so we'll get that instant feedback from the wheel. I can honestly say, driving a direct drive wheel, you do not want to be taking any trips into the gravel, because you can just about break your wrists. They're that strong when you dial up the force feedback to maximum. But Michael Schmidt still remaining close to Capuccia.
So a good exit for both drivers, which is what they need, especially Capuccia. He doesn't want to give up that P2 spot. He's been in P2 all race. And whilst he's been trying to defend, that's allowed Rydveld now for a 4.7 second lead, which is amazing. And also interesting, the fact that we know Schmidt is so strong, and I've been singing his praises all the way through today, and all the way through the league as such. But yeah, interesting that he can't find a way through or past Capuccia, but we know Capuccia is just as strong when it comes to these consistent team races. So a really good job as we head into the final sector, and Rydveld not under any pressure, just steady, calm, a good performance from him, and the perfect job he needs to do for his team.
A great drive from Jeffrey Rydveld. He is going to round the final corner and win the team race for Porsche 24 Redline. Great effort from them, as we come to expect.